So let's hear a story from your favorite Scoutmaster and mine, Lou Novak.
Dear Mr. Novak, we regret to inform you, blah, 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 blah. That's right, a rejection letter. I've been trying to get back into uniform for the past 3 years, and now I was told I was too old. I didn't feel too old, and I knew I was strong, and I had plenty of fight left in me. So much fight, I felt like fighting that day. I called up my friend Fast Eddie and asked where the nearest fight club was. Now in Jacksonville, fight club isn't like the movies. It was all known by word of mouth. There were these nightclubs that would roll out a boxing ring and you could call each other out and entertain the masses. And so, hey Fast Eddie, where is that place? Okay, meet me there at midnight and bring me your cup. I'll need some protection. So then I'm at the fight club at midnight and I look for the fight organizer. And I asked him if he had any openings that night. And he said, yeah, at 3 o'clock we have a cage match. I'm like, cage match, what's that? And he says, it's 3 on 3. And the last one out's the winner. I'm like, all right, do you wear gloves? He goes, oh yeah. And headgear? He goes, oh yeah. And, well, you follow the rules, right? He goes, yeah. I'm like, hey, well, I was in the Navy. I used to box Marines. I can do this. This is fine. Go find yourself a lightweight and a middleweight. I'm like, okay. And so I looked out over the crowd, and the men out there were basically interested in the women out there. And the women out there weren't particularly interested in talking to me. So what I had to do is listen up. And I heard someone shooting off his mouth by the bar. I pushed my way through the crowd, and I found the loudmouth, and it was a lightweight. And I said, hey, how do you feel about fighting sometime tonight? He goes, yeah, I'll fight someone. And I'm like, I'm a left-handed boxer, and I wanted someone on my weak side. I said, so do you fight left-handed or right-handed? And he says, oh, I can fight both ways. So basically he was my second and only choice for lightweight. And I said, all right, well, you can fight, you may want to slow down your drinking before, 3 o'clock. He goes, oh, don't worry about me. I know how to hold my liquor. I'm like, so I was worried. Anyway, then I started looking for a middleweight. And I saw a guy who was a head taller than I was and substantially lighter. And it's like, oh, that looks like a good middleweight. And he's got a nice long reach too. And I won't have to worry about if he's left-handed or right-handed. So he was talking to a woman, and I took advantage of this and I said, hey, you up for fighting? You're not some kind of pussy, are you? He goes, oh yeah, I'll fight. And I'm like, be ready at 3 o'clock, you're gonna be my middleweight. He goes, oh yeah. By the way, you should probably slow down your drinking, so you can have your reaction time. He says, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I can hold my liquor. I'm like, okay. So 3 o'clock rolls around, we're dressed out, and we're standing by the ring. And there in the ring are the house fighters. Incidentally, they were semi-pro. And we sent in the lightweight, and he had not slowed down his drinking, and he had a hard time getting through the ropes. I was able to climb in, and so was the middleweight, and we were lined up across from each other, lightweight, heavyweight, middleweight. And ding, 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 the gloves started flying. I was trading hit for hit with the heavyweight. I couldn't even concentrate on what my teammates were doing. But it didn't matter, because I heard what happened. 30 seconds later, my lightweight was on the canvas, and he could not get up. They had to drag him off. I'm like, oh, okay. And so then, ding, 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 the fight's again, going on again. Now this time, I'm fighting a heavyweight and a lightweight. And every time I landed a glove on that heavyweight, boom, I got hit in the side by that lightweight. It's like, dude, man, it's gotta be like Batman, where my opponents should wait their turn. But that wasn't happening. And so I could handle this so far, but I was like, something's gotta change. And something did. Boom. My middleweight went down a minute and a half after that. I was like, well, they're gonna have to straighten out this. I can't be fighting 3 guys. Ding, 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 I was fighting 3 guys. And I'm trading punches with the heavyweight, but every time I landed a glove, boom, boom, I was getting it from both sides. And then, you know, they were really laying into my face, and they broke my nose and severed a vessel in my face, and I started bleeding down my chin and chest. I was a real mess. And then my vision started tunneling. Now, I knew that I was risking my vision, but I knew that also if I blacked out, that I couldn't get back into the cockpit. So I was like, I'm gonna have to take a knee, which means give up. And so I took a knee and I put the gloves in front of my face, which is like, oh, finally, this is gonna be the end of it. But it was not, because the crowd started chanting, "Kill him! Kill him! Kill him!" I mean, I didn't even know them, and they wanted me dead. And so I was like, oh, boy, the crowd wants more entertainment. Then they started pile driving me. I was like, oh, this hurts, but you know, I used to hit Marines. Anyway, after about 30 seconds of that, and it seemed a lot longer, they rang me out, okay? And I was able to get up under my own power, and they declared me not the winner. And so I climb off that ring, and I'm down in the crowd. I'm heading back to the changing room, and guys are coming up to me like, dude, man, I could never take the hits like you did. I'm like, yeah, it's because you hadn't fought Marines. And then the women who never spoke to me are now coming up and squeezing my arms. I'm like, ladies, this is not the time. Anyway, I did come to realize that maybe I was too old, but I was plenty strong and I had a lot of fight left in me. And it served me well, because in about 8 months' time after an appeal, I did get back into uniform.